So I just did the 12K that I was supposed to do. My shoes are like dirty because it was raining kinda, so they are like dirty like that. And don't mind my hair though. After those long runs, I typically take electrolytes. I have like those electrolytes and like tablets or something. And funny enough, my brother's girlfriend gave it to me for Christmas. When I was thinking all the time like I should get electrolytes, and I was like, well, fuck electrolytes. I don't need it, I drink a lot of water. Yeah. Then she gave it to me and I was like, actually, I kinda did want it. So it was good and fun. Yeah, so now after my long runs, I drink electrolytes. Only after my long runs. It is like orange flavor. Is it good? I would say it is okay. I drink it really fast regardless, so that's that. Cheers. Today I had like a deload session, which was 12K. It started raining like in the middle and I was sad. But next week I have to do 17. So I do have to buy myself some gels or jelly beans or something for that long run. It's crazy. But I'm gonna stretch and then take a shower. Because I don't know why, my hip hurts me all the time lately. So yeah. I have my post long run breakfast, which is a French toast with some quark. Sometimes I add cottage cheese, but it destroys the taste for me. Yeah, it's not that good then. Just French toast with some berries. Yeah, it may not look good, and it tastes just okay, because I didn't master the recipe yet. But this time I added something different, so we'll see if it's gonna be better or not. And of course, I have my coffee here. After that split some. Yo bros, I wanted to talk about how I'm training for my first half marathon that I signed up last year, and here we are in 2026 when my 2025 plans come into 2026 when I don't really want to do this anymore, but here we are. Would I say I'm a fast runner? Not really. My pace right now is like 6 minutes, 30 seconds, 30 something, 40 something, sometimes faster, it depends, but on my long runs mostly it's like 6:30, 6:45, which isn't fast, I don't know, that's for you to decide. For me, it's an okay pace. Do I need to run faster? I don't need to. I may want to one day, but I'm like, whatever, like 6 minutes, 6 something, it's fine with me. Like, I don't really care about the pace, at this point. So my race is in like a month. It's on the 9th of March. It's the Hoka Half Marathon in Paris, why did I sign up for that one instead of just doing one in Netherlands? It's because I am like done running in Netherlands, kinda. Like, I wanted to do something different, And there was like after my 10K, I think, that I was dying at. You can see the video here. But it doesn't matter that I was dying. Because a few days later, I was like, I think I want to do half marathon, because why not? Which I was completely defeated after that 10K. But then a few days later, I was like, half marathon, sign me up. So then I was looking for a long time for a half marathon because I don't know why. I wanted to do a half marathon in Paris. Why it was stuck in my head, I don't know, but that's what I wanted to do. So I found it, and then I couldn't sign up by myself. So I needed to sign up with like organization or something, or with the charity. So I finally, after convincing my boyfriend of going with me, I finally booked the Hoka Half Marathon in Paris, and I already signed up at the beginning of this year. And yeah, we already have the hotel booked, and it's like a 4-day trip, 3 nights at the hotel, and it was pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. And mostly it was because I signed up with someone else instead of doing it by myself, but it is what it is, I guess. So with my training, I wanted to do like 3 runs a week, but I'm doing 2, which one is like the tempo speed run on Tuesdays, and the other one is a long run on Saturdays. I was also supposed to do like an easy breezy run on Wednesdays, when it's my rest day for better recovery. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna make it a rest day because I kinda don't wanna run. It's cold outside. Mind you, it is January still. It is not that cold here in Netherlands, but still, it is cold. Yeah, when I was signing up, I didn't think about the weather. My boyfriend did. He told me, and I was like, okay, don't dim my light. I just wanna do it, I'm just gonna do it. So now I'm doing it in spite of him telling me that I told you so. And I'm like, well, even though it is like that, I'm gonna do it regardless. Because I have more discipline with training than with anything else. So, even though I don't want to do most of the runs, look at me. Look at me running every week twice. Even in rain. Even when it's cold. Even when there's snow. But that is just like the things with training for the spring race. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, most of my runs are really hard. Like hard, I wouldn't say hard like physically, but hard like mentally, mostly. Because like every time I'm running more than 10K, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why did I even sign up? Why did I do that? And I guess I did that to prove something to myself, which, do I really need to do that? Not really. But here I am, trying to prove something anyway. Because why not? It's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna be in Paris, that I wanted to go anyway. So it's like a win-win either way. Plus, I can do something else, even though I'm gonna be dead after that. Well, am I? I don't know. Also, I am strength training 4 times a week, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now it's gonna be a little bit different. I have one day with the running specific training with a lot of like unilateral exercises. Then I was doing like upper body, lower body, glute focused, and then full body. Now I started doing like 3 times full body. But I think when I was going to the gym and doing like 3 times full body, my body did not like it. Mostly my hip flexor, I guess, is not liking it still, because it hurts me. And it hurts me for like 2 weeks now, which is really sad. So I have to change something up, which I will update you when I figure it out. Because I'm now like, what am I supposed to do? And maybe it's also because, well, no, I was still doing my running specific. No, I stopped doing. The thing is, like, I stopped doing my running specific one, so maybe that's why. So yeah, that could be that. But so now with my hip being like that, I wouldn't say I'm running with pain in my hip, but when I'm running at the beginning, like my hip is kind of stiff, even though I'm stretching it and kind of warming it up. You know, it's not hurting when I'm running faster, like when my knee is going like higher. You know, then it's like it's fine. But when I'm like running really slow, or trying to like slow for a long distance, then my hip is like, well, something is wrong. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But my problem is also with those runs that when I run long distances, I still try to run fast, which is what is the point? When I'm training, it is a long run that was supposed to be like an easy pace, and I'm like booking it. And also I'm doing like a lot of uphills. So yeah, the thing with those long runs, when I'm thinking about the half marathon and then about a marathon, is that the half marathon itself is not hard. The training is harder than doing the half marathon once, because you really need to like show up for yourself and do the training, do the runs, even though you don't want to. Like how many times I did wake up when it was so dark outside and I was like, well, I have to get ready. My boyfriend was staying here and he was sleeping, and I needed to get up and go for a run. And I was like, I would rather be cozy in bed with him than go for that 16K run yet. Even though he was sleeping, I was putting on my shoes and going anyway, because that is my plan and that is the commitment, and that is what I signed up. Mostly, those long runs are not like physically exhausting me, mostly like mentally. And lately, I don't know what's going on with my earphones, but not even in the half of my run, but like on the first 3-4 kilometers, one of the earphones is dying and I'm running just with one. And then when I'm like in the half, or a little bit further than half, the other one is dying on me. And then I'm like, how many times am I supposed to do this till it's the end? And the answer is 4 more times, and then the 5th time is the half marathon. So like mostly I don't think on my runs, I don't even hear the music, if I'm being honest. I am like zoning out, just thinking about surviving, that I don't even know what's going on. And really, those long runs are teaching me kinda how to run slow, because runners have like a distance dysmorphia. They're like just 5K. Now, when I'm running like 16K or something, and I'm thinking like, oh, I have to run to this place to do the 5K or something, I'm like, that is a lot. That is really a lot. So if you are like a beginner runner or something, and someone's gonna tell you just 5K, no, 5K is a lot, if I'm being honest. It is a long distance. 5 kilometers. You wouldn't think that when I see it. When I go to the point when there is a 5K and then I have to go back, I'm like, yeah, that is a long way to go home, especially running, you know. But yeah, with my long runs, I don't try to book it anymore. Well, book it. I don't try to be really fast anymore. Like the 6:30 is like, I could be slower, you know. But there's something in my head that is like, no, you cannot be slower. Which is like, why? What I will say is like, there is so much noise everywhere about running, about the gym stuff. And what I've been doing lately, because I wouldn't say I'm bored, but I'm watching like a lot of Instagram reels, which mostly on Instagram, not on TikTok. I have like the fitness industry mostly, you know? So that I have like a lot of running things, training things, dieting things, cutting phases, and I wouldn't say it's triggering for me, but it is overwhelming seeing those stuff and then you compare yourself to those things, you know, because I was supposed to cut and lose some weight so then I can like run faster, better, I don't know, whatever, and I'm still lacking in that, you know, even though I know I need like energy to run, even though I don't want to be like fueling mid-run on jellies or something, then that is like the only option I can do that is like fast-ish and will give me some carbs. Because what I found out when I was doing my 16K last week and I was supposed to try fueling for the first time in my life, so eating mid-run, is that those freaking jelly beans gave me so much energy for the next kilometer that I was running really fast. And I was like, wow, so they were right, kinda. But then in my head, there is still something that's saying like, yeah, but you're burning calories and then you're eating those calories. And I'm like, bros, supposedly I'm burning 1,000 calories. So it's like 300, 500 doing something to me? Not really. But that is like me making myself feel good about that, you know? Yeah, it's still in my head that I don't really want to fuel mid-run because it's the calories that I don't want to take. Yet, here we are. And we are supposed to take it to have more energy. So if you are like me, you are allowed to take those jelly beans or the gels or whatever you like to be fueling on during runs, because it is a long time of running and there is a lot of kilometers you run and you need that. And you're gonna perform better in the long term, even though it's not what you want to do, I would say. And what is helping me with like achieving not all the goals, but with achieving the running goal, I am letting my runs just be okay. With running, well, what I say so much, yeah, for me, with running so much, I am mostly not happy with my runs. Like, I'm like, that I went too slow. It was way too hard. Like, how am I supposed to do a half marathon in this time or something when I'm just dying after like 10K? And most of my runs are just okay. Like, I'm just running and I just want to get through it, eat what I have to eat, run what I have to run, do some like uphills, and that's all. And I'm like, if someone asks me, how was your run? I would say, mostly it's just okay. The other option is I am dying and everything hurts. So that is the only two options I have. So it's just okay run. It's really good. Not every run needs to be like the best run of your life. You don't have to do a PB every time. The run just be okay. As long as you enjoy it, I guess, and you want to do it, because that is the point of running. Not to just do it once and that's it. You should enjoy it and run because it makes you happy, or because it's enjoyable, or because you want to move differently this day, you know? And the other thing that is helping me with burning out is my other strength trainings. So then I don't focus only on the running and I'm only running. I'm also doing something different. So then I have like variety or different things that I can do and move in different ways. So that's always nice to have, to do. And what I've learned so far, like from, I guess, training the 10K and now training for the half marathon, is that you think you're slow, but actually, when you look back, you are faster than you were before, you know, and you are not as tired. So bros, just so you know, you can be slacking now, but like in a few weeks, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, huh, I used to be so tired on that distance and now I'm just like chilling-ish. Also, if you had like a really bad one long run, doesn't mean your next long run is gonna be also bad. That just means this day, maybe you are like in a different cycle day or something, or you didn't feel enough, or you were more stressed. That's why it's bad. Or maybe it was just dark and rainy, and of course it's not gonna be the best run of your life, and not every run is gonna be the best run, like I said before. It's just a run, and it's just gonna be okay, and even if you have bad runs, then it's just a one bad run. Maybe next week it's gonna be like the best run you had, and you're like, wow, I was flying this time. Which sometimes I do have, but I didn't have that on my 12K today. I thought I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna be like, wow, I was flying. I wasn't dying, I just did that. And yeah, and it was just okay. And also, you don't need any fancy equipment to feel like a runner. And you don't have to sign up for anything to feel like a runner. If you want to run like short distances, 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, you're a runner, babe. If you want to run 10K distances, 15, maybe a half marathon, you're also a runner. Marathon? Good for you. That's all I can say, because I don't think I will ever, well, maybe I will do like once. After training for that half marathon, that's gonna be my first and last this year. And yeah, I don't know how people are doing like back-to-back marathons. Like, good for you. I wish to be you, but I won't be, because my mental health isn't that bad or that good, I don't know. Also, if you are training for your first half marathon, or you think you want to train or want to do a half marathon, then I'm gonna say you are not behind. Everyone is on their own timeline. The fact that I wanted to do it now tells something about me, that I am just impatient, because I could do it next year, but no, I had to do it now, because I don't know. Am I gonna quit running? Maybe. You're not behind, babes. You are exactly where you need to be, and you are doing what you're supposed to do. And if it's alright with your alignment, then that's also good. Anyway, that's my talk on my half marathon training. How's it going? And it's going pretty okay. and that's good. That's good. If your training is also going just okay and your long runs are also just okay, then just know it is all good. You have nothing to prove to anyone, just to yourself. But also don't fight with yourself, because I am, and it's not paying off, sadly. Anyway,